15-18 to go in the first period in this one. RNS and the Junior Flyers. Junior Flyers, the visitors for this one. RNS, the host team. And the draw coming the right of the Philly net. My name's Colby Smith here with you on JWHL YouTube. Apologize about our little late start here on our broadcast. Taylor Shoney to the front of the net. Sophie Grant trying to play it out of the zone. A little parking issue that prevented us from getting in here and getting going on time. It's a college game going on in the other rink, and there's a couple of us circling the parking lot for a good 20 minutes or so before finally able to get in here. So the draw going to be out in the neutral zone. Jane Gamberg going to take this one against Olivia Bongiorno. Tip back, Kaylee Mandeville going to force it right side. Played on up deep through neutral ice. Gamberg going to grab it again. She'll force it over. Grant now through center. Clips off Forrester's stick. Down around the RNS net. It's Megan Hall who's in goal to start this one. Is that going to get up out of play? So we have a draw coming in front of the RNS bench. That's to move it down in Philly offensive territory. Samantha Dobrinsky going to win it out to the blue line. That's chipped up off the boards. Ellery Johns. Johns, a 2025 defender, been a big part of this team this year. A plus on the defensive side as that one steered away. Great save by Kayla Sazowski. Saw her in the morning game yesterday for Philadelphia against Stansted, who put on a show here just a couple hours ago. Played the Washington Pride today. Is that one going to be grabbed out at the blue line? Comes all the way down the right of the goal. Quick cover up. Megan Hall going to stop it. So the draw now comes right of the net again. Tipped in front and they're able to get it to go. Junior Flyers going to get on the board first with 13:59 to go. It's going to be Ava Thomas who picks up the loose change in front, pops it in. It's her 19th of the season at the JWHL level. Lauren Ricabella now to take this next draw against Jayla Matthews, able to win it back. Near side, Ricabella going to throw a hard check. This one comes loose. Shelby Shane now going to chase on back with 13:45 to go. Feeds it over. Gamberg going to get it out through neutrals. This one will clip a stick. Played on up again. Here comes Tegan Flood. She'll get into the zone. Back of the left wing circle. Weaves down to the corner. Now Flood, little jam play off the boards. Thomas picks it right back up, ships out deep. Little chip around. Now this one going to come on loose. Olivia Liscarbo dumped to the corner, and RNS going to go for a full change. Thomas unable to corral off the boards, now dropping back. Going to be Somerville, plays it to her D partner. Kelby McMaster up the boards, picked off by Philly. It's Grimley. Able to get on top of it, gives it to her captain, Ava Thomas, who just scored, throws it wide of the cage. Rosella Forrester now down to the corner, 12:55 to go in this first period, a 1-0 Junior Flyer lead. Forrester now tumbles down, able to spring right back up. Sophie Grant chips off this one, gonna give it out high. Flung on goal, now a nice save. Gonna be made by Hull. Two teams going to meet up one more time tomorrow. It'll be an 8:50 start over on the red rink. So back-to-back games for these two on back-to-back days against each other. Something you don't see too often in a tournament like this. Bergoni behind the net, 12:33 to go. Tossed up off the board, now received at the line. Ellie DiMatos, side to side, now bouncing around. Sophie Grant can't hold the edge. Somerville back into the zone, beyond the right circle, thrown wide. Gonna roll up the wall. Lauren Ricabella played to the middle. DiMatteau's gonna get some help from Gamberg, and we get a whistle. 12:08 to go. So it'll be an offside and a neutral zone draw in the RNS half, near side of the rink. Climbs. Couldn't win the draw for RNS. Seen her put on a show this weekend. She's got 3 goals to date in just 2 games. I think she has an assist as well, if I was reading the box scores right during our little break between games. Marissa Dawson now going to watch as John springs it off the boards. Got a head out through center in front of the Philly bench. Going to be chipped up some more. Climbs far side. Left out to her defense. Long shot on goal. Going to get tipped a couple times on the way. 11:35 now to go, and the Junior Flyers going to get possession back in their own zone. Samantha Dobrinsky going to go to her left. She scored yesterday morning in their game against Stansted. It was a back and forth battle, and a 5-4 score. Junior Flyers got the victory. It was actually Ava Thomas who you saw score the goal in this one. Got the game winner. Tossed around the board. Ellery Johns tries to clear it out. Holmes going to hold in the zone. Comes off John's stick to the near side wall. Now she'll cut in down low with 11 to play in the period. The far side wall. Now out through the circle again. Climbs. Back of the goal line. That one going to be corralled. With 10:50 to go. Kayla Sazowski. Sazowski, the St. Anselm commit. Nice to see her getting another nod in net today. Teammate Lauren Hernick posted a couple of shutouts for this team already. She's going to Penn State next year, so tough competitive battle in net on the Philadelphia Junior Flyers side of things here at the 19U level. RNS going to bring on out the other way. Bounced off the top side. Cameron Grimley can't get that one. Jabbing away and a kill foil in front of the RNS bench. This one shipped side to side. Shane up to Thomas. Thomas through the left wing circle. Tried to fire it. Put it off the boards. Gonna get it up the far side as that's chipped in deep by Grimley. Grimley immediately flick it right around. Big check in the corner laid by Jamison Hirsch. 10:02 to play in this first period and a 1-0 Philly lead. Grimley give and go with Shelby Shane. Back to the near circle. On net off the shoulder. Couldn't quite get it. Side to side. 9:48 to go. Now back along the boards yet again. Grimley going to go to Ava Thomas. Off the boards, far side. Shane going to drop back out of the zone. She wears an A for this group. She's going to Penn State as well next year, joining one of her goalkeepers. Thomas has it kicked off her stick. Grimley to the far side corner. Pinned up to the wall by Carolyn Gallant. Carol Daigle jumps into the pile as well. Gallant finally able to nudge it out. Tipped by Grimley, right back in there though. Now Grimley gonna get it out. Ava Thomas gonna speed up through neutral, chinks it off the top of the half wall, rolls through the circle, and now drubbed it in right to the front. And that one gonna be held on to. Megan Hall with a nice stop. So 8:55 to go in this first period. Both teams will go for a change. Side to side, now out. Kick to the front, going to come off the pad. Jane Gamberg out to the blue line. Fire to the front, going to go wide again. Up the wall, RNS going to drop right back to the middle. McMaster chips it down. Sophie Rousseau. Now Lauren Ricabella going to jump in the pile as well. Cabela hacking and whacking, trying to get that puck out of there. Finally going to come on in past the left post. Sophie Grant going to look left and right. Takes a bounce at center where it's settled by McGeegan. Up over the red line at center, all the way down to the right of the goal. All the way out through neutral, back down in defensive ice yet again. That'll be an icing, 7:54 to play. So the draw will be right at Suzuka's net. Marissa Dawson can't win that one away. Evelyn Knotts has been good in the draw circle all weekend. She's going to St. John Fisher, so the Empire 8's getting a good one. Right for this one goes Herring, steered away in the circle. A great recovery by Anna Kilfoyle to get that one out of there. Chantel Ouellette going to cut up through and now pulls up in the far circle. Out to the blue line. Culligan on net, got blocked. Ellery Johns going to chip it past center. And Kilfoyle recovers. Now Jayla Matthews going to feed it up. Climbs knocked away. Johns now pinned to the boards. Bergoni back in her own zone. Climbs going to put it the other way on the backhand. Behind the net, that'll roll up the far wall. Back in behind the net. Again waiting, Bergoni can't get it through. Somerville inside the zone, drifts left, put it on net, got blocked. Daigle weaving behind the net with 6:32 to go. Out up top to the blue line, Somerville. Now as it takes a couple of bad bounces to the corner. A check gonna be thrown. Carol Daigle out of Somerville, at a block by Ava Thomas. She's going to win this foot battle. Gets to it in the right side circle, tossed on net, and that hits the shoulder. Took another bounce up top, and they're able to bury it in off the crossbar, but they'll wave it off. So another good look for the Junior Flyers. It just goes for naught. So the draw will be right back down in offensive territory. Where Enrica Bella tossed it to her left side. Now Philly going to waltz right the other way down ice. Centering feed. Marissa Dawson put it to the far side. Along the wall, Chantel Ouellette going to stay on her feet. Dawson chases it down behind the goal. Philly going to hit the reset button as Rika Bella saucers it out through center. In right to the front. Toe drag play and it wouldn't go. Gamberg with the best look of the game so far, and then that's going to come off, so we'll get a stoppage. 5:33 remaining. It'll be an offensive territory for the Junior Flyers. To the right of Megan Hall this time. Hall down there with the blue and white bucket in net, and the Junior Flyers bench wanting a little explanation. Led by head coach Chris Bauer, also works with the 16U squad. So Bauer's heard all he needs to hear now. We'll get back to it. Tegan Flood taking the draw against Petra Climbs. Out between the circles. Now again, here goes RNS. Egg toss upwards. Thomas going to come into the zone. Back to the left side circle. Waits, and she couldn't get it to go on her backhand. The wall comes Chandel Ouellette yet again. So Dawson gonna weave down low. Puts it left of the goal. Cameron Grimley now on out through the circle yet again. Waiting in front. Climbs, and that's held on to by Suzuska. Suzuska having a good start to the game today. Gave up a couple early ones to Stansted yesterday morning. So settling into a groove was going to be huge for her. Jane Gamberg now with the face-off against Ray Culligan. Gamberg gets the win for Philly, so they'll work near side. Grant trying to go south-north. Leaves it behind her. Rousseau going to go D to D. Nice crisp pass. Ava Thomas shouting something, making some hand gestures from the bench. Interesting. Grant wants to go by her. That'll be an icing. So we'll get an RNS offensive zone draw. So it looks like they're going to take it to the right of Suzuska. Jane Gamberg is Grace Kennedy. Gamberg behind her. That's tipped at by Sophie Rousseau. Takes a hop out to neutral. Emily Somerville worked right back down in. With DiMattos. Down on out through the circle, looking to the point. Side to side, fire to the net, and Suzuska gonna hold on with 4:11 left. So do it again to Suzuska's right side. Grace Kennedy got a last touch on that puck. The far side, Ellery Johns gonna dump it upwards. Kennedy, after the turnover, neutralized, watches it take a bounce, settles on her stick, gives it right back over on the backhand. Doing the body goes Sasha Herring. She'll look behind her off the top of the boards. That one goes. Kennedy is there's Johns. Thomas now behind her. Give and go back in neutral in front of the Philly bench. Wedge the other way. Get behind the net. Suzuska not going to come out and play it. Tossed upwards, gets picked. Right into the net it goes. A bad turnover, but a good finish. Sophie Urquhart ties it up at 1. It's her second of the weekend. So we're even at 1 apiece. At the center, this puck tipping around. Daigle leaving it for defense. 3:13 to go in the period. Urquhart just scored, knocked off the puck. She gets hit to the ice. On the net, Megan Holmes pinned up. McGigian on the far side. Carol Daigle going to cut back in behind the net. Now off the boards, this one will come. Shelby Shane puts it in behind the goal line. Shane going to drift to her right side, out in the high slot, fired, and a great save. And again, Megan Hall coming up clutch. So the face-off going to be to Hall's left. Rika Bella and Petra climbs. Rika Bella gets the win for Philadelphia. Grimley shot high to the wall. Now again, Tegan Flood. Rika Bella circles behind the net. 2:25 to go. Shane on goal. And another nice save made by Flood. So the draw to Hall's left. Philly coming off an 11-3 loss to Northwood School last night. Did that effort yesterday morning where they were all so good. Shanks off the bar. Great opportunity for Thomas to go for a second. Tegan Flood bouncing around in the circle. Olette is that one. Put up off the glass. Behind the net, gonna roll in. Olette chases it down with 1:50 to go. Bounce through the slot area. Now spinning. Daigle gets it out to center. Dawson fired all the way down in. RNS going to go for a full 5-line change. First one off the bench with Galan was the lone one up on the forecheck. Thomas going to wheel over center. Dances in through the left circle. Fired and a nice save. Made by Hall. So Megan Hall, once again, another good effort in net. She'll see this face-off come to her left side. Quick cover. Even just 1:16 to go. Gamberg once again going to see Jayla Matthews. Matthews yet to register a point for RNS in JWHL play. Dima Toes wraps it around to the far side. Forrester along the wall. Out through traffic, kicks off the pad. Skipping around, Sophie Grant, dish side to side. Dima Toes, 52 seconds to go. The Toes in the corner, going to stay on her feet. Jane Gamber, Dima Toes side to side. Snap to the front. Hits off a stick, comes out to the blue line, 35 seconds left. Dima Toes going to spray up a little ice. She'll cut in, leaves it to the near side. Grant couldn't settle it down. Rolled over the twine. Looks like the nets come off. It was kicked by Hall, so we get a whistle. And the net now out to the front again, jamming at it. Dobrinsky comes all the way out through the neutral zone, racing down for it. Suzaka to her left side. Dima Toes goes down. 5 seconds now left. On the net, jam play. Nobody was there for the centering feed. And so after one, your score going to be 1-1 between RNS and Philadelphia on JWHL YouTube. We're going to take a break for a quick minute and a half. And then when we come back, we'll start period 2. Again, your score, 1-1 after 1. back here in Canton, Mass. RNS going to control the second period face-off. Here we go. They go from left to right. Philadelphia going right to left here across your JWHL YouTube screen. We told you a few times, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe because all tournaments streamed right here. Thomas to the front, can't get it to go. Tegan Flood was looking to go for a quick shot. Thomas now back beyond the circle, far side. Ellery Johns on net. Kicks off the pad. Gets out of the zone. Thomas trying to get to it, but they'll go for icing. Just 34 seconds running by. So they'll march it right back down to be an offensive zone draw here for the Junior Flyers. Draw will be to the right of Megan Hall. Again, the Flyers right to left. Here in the second period, RNS left to right. Cleared around the boards by Bergoni to the far side. Now out to center, this one will come. Rolls up, Ava Thomas can't settle. And there will be an offside. So we back out in the neutral zone. Now they'll bring it back to center instead. Rosalie Forrester. Aiming her stick heavy on the boards. Jane Bergoni flung up over the center line, racing back. First one to it's Gamberg. Fired from the dead angle, was put away. Emily Thomas with a quick shot. One of the better snapshots in this RNS squad. Ralston Netherwood coming down here from New Brunswick, Canada. Off the boards, gonna come back on out. Quick foot raise. Jamison Hirsch going to get to it in the near side corner. Now knocked off the puck. Bounces through the neutral zone. Cleared up by Hirsch. She'll get out. Her and Shelby Sheen have made quite the good team back there on defense. Hirsch typically a forward, but been playing some defense for the squad beginning the season in Philly. Sophie Grant can't settle this one down. Here's climbs back into the zone on sides. Gives it right away. Sophie Rousseau going to go side to side. Clips up to the bench. So they'll stop the play. Take it to the right of Suzuka down there. Climbs taking this face off. It's Lauren Ricabella. Near side handle. Olette trying to do it silky smooth. It's her pocket pick though. It's Forrester to the far side of the ice. That'll be an offside again. Sophie Rousseau in a step too soon. So they'll do it on the far side of the rink. Down on out. We'll come to the boards. Rousseau gonna work hand over hand behind the net, and now she'll play it forward. Gamberg gonna stretch it up ice. Ava Thomas and onside comes to the circle, and she gets it to go bar down. It's her second of the game, and it puts Philly on top 2-1 here early in the second. Thomas playing like she's on a whole nother level. There's Gamberg. Can't win that one away. Darting into the zone comes Thomas. Hits the right side post and goes through. She finishes the hat trick. It takes just 5 seconds after the second. And the lead's now 3-1. Thomas still slotted in there on that right wing. Not even going to head off to the bench yet. Checked up high to the wall is Taylor Shooney. Abby McGonigal forced out of the zone. 16:47. That'll be an icing. Stops the play. Down through the zone. That'll be covered up quickly. Quick one going to come out of the zone here. Grimley up the near side, fed to the middle, took a skip. Maneuvering behind the net, Shane Bergoni. Grimley trying to swat it down right under her tape and going to play it forward. Comes all the way to the far side of the rink with 16:14 to go. Played on up, Carol Daigle into the zone, has Thomas to her left, dropped it off, and a quick save made by Suzaka. So Suzaka's going to get this one to come to her left side. Hansen Gamberg. Is Gamberg going to go to her left with it? She'll be Shane on around to the far side. To the line at center. Rika Bella and Forrester jump in. Forrester has it poked free from behind. Now put the other way. Olette going to feed cross ice. Into the zone on goal. Suzaka another save. With 15:48 remaining. Face off to Suzaka's right, and then quickly tip back. Gamberg in the corner, Olette to the front, knocked off a couple of sticks. To skate and comes out of the zone the other way. Off the pad, couldn't get a jam shot to go for the rebound. Climbs, will maneuver, she'll dart to the middle, now going to cross the center line into the zone, climbs for in the backhand. Beyond the circle, weaves to the corner, now on goal. Going to be corralled by Suzaka. A back and forth play to begin the second period. And both these two teams going to see each other one more time tomorrow. Be a 9:50 a.m. game over on the Red Rink. Off the boards, Tegan Flood. Edema toes near side. Rolling on back. Here goes Tegan Flood again over center. Into the offensive zone. Hand over hand through the circle. Put it wide of the cage. Fletcher was looking for Ava Thomas. Couldn't get it to her though. Off the boards. Dima toes again trying to settle down. Jumps on in as RNS. Going to put it through neutral. Behind the goal line for an icing. So an offensive zone face-off coming up here. This will be to the right of Megan Hall. Tegan Flood takes this one. Lost it to Grace Kennedy. Thrown on goal, and Thomas gets another. That's now her fourth, and it's 4-1. Thomas continuing to bedazzle all. She's having a conversation with everybody on her side. She'll give way to her center, Rika Bella. She had a handful more of assists than she does on the campaign. Again, a little short on giving assists here in the JWHL. Most of the time, officials just give the first assist, and that's it. Try to go back to review the video. The best teams can as well. Get stats that way if there's any kind of corrections. Thomas going to come on through, trying to waltz past two defenders, pulls up near side. It's a back out. Now Brousseau going to race in, shot it through the middle, going to skip through the far side circle. Bounces up on down low again. Flood with 14 to go. Now up. Diego going to come on in on sides. Back of the left circle. Quick cover with 13:51 remaining. Face off, 13:51. Daigle going to steer it to the boards. Jumps down for it, left side of the net of Suzaka. Kill foil just inside the zone. Looks like we're getting a penalty. Came off the puck in the corner. Well, RNS will be going to the penalty kill. 2 minutes for a slash. So we'll see the Philadelphia power play for the first time this afternoon. They're already up 4-1 in this one. So we'll come to the boards. Shane, gonna roll back out, left over for Thomas. Back to Shane straight away. Goes beyond center. Now goes hand over hand is Grimley. Gonna cut over the center line. In beyond the left side circle, snapped off the stick. Now left in the corner with 1:35 to go as that'll get out through the neutral zone. Excuse me. And my apologies. Super cold in this rink. Gotta clear my throat a little bit. To the front off the stick and a little cover up. 13:03 to go. Face off, one on bat. Shane gonna go over to Thomas, thrown to the front, comes on wide. So again, a 5-on-4 after the slash penalty for another minute 12. Shane to Grimley to the front, up off the stick out of play. Again, Hall's been using that paddle against this Little Flyers team quite a bit. So another draw coming to the right of the net. Quick win, Forrester unable to hold the edge. Down in the corner, gonna roll the boards. Up beyond the line, 57 to go. Shane chips to her right as Thomas gonna feed it ahead. Again, 4-1 our score, 12:32 to go. That'll get covered up with 12:21 to go. So the draw coming right side of the net. Forrester gives Carol Daigle. One bat by Daigle. In the corner, Jace Gamberg trying to stay on her feet. Grimley gonna chip it up. Now Olet gonna roll out beyond center. Shane trying to chase after. Daigle, it's down to the corner. 22 seconds to go. Philadelphia organization, very historic group. Been around since the 1970s. Sponsor teams of all age group up to juniors. And they got some really famous alumni, including the late Johnny Gaudreau, former Ranger All-Star goalie Mike Richter, NHL on ice officials Harry Dumas and Ian Walsh, and World Series MVP Oral Hershiser. Is that one going to go in right as the buzzer hit 0? Kind of came out of nowhere. The junior Flyers, Rosella Forrester, going to get her second in the JWHL season, and it's 5-1. It will go in as a power play goal. There was 1 second left up there. Draw going to come right back to center. This one fed up. Here comes Hirsch into the zone, chip backwards. Dabrinsky going to feed it on over. DiMatteau's going to race in through the middle. Back to the right wing circle. Now knifed it off to the front. Down to the far side corner. Now Bergoni off the wall. Toe drag play, swung wide of the net. Rousseau, 11:05 to go. Put to her right side. All the way down behind the net with 11 to go. Dabrinsky gives it away. Carolyn Gallant now chipped forward. This one comes off the boards. Olivia Liscarbo beyond center. Cleared all the way into Ellie DiMatteau's. 10:43 remaining. Rolls beyond center. Chasing it down. Goes Ray Culligan. Put up off a stick. Again, going to clip the blue line beyond center. Racing in. RNS will be offside. 10:28 to go. This will be a neutral zone face-off coming up. Grace Kennedy now against Lauren Ricabella. That'll get beyond center. Off the boards, back to the near side again. It's beyond the blue line. Rolls up the wall, now to the middle. Straight, it's Ava Thomas into the zone beyond the right wing circle. Now the other way, Grace Kennedy going to come beyond center. Going to come into the scorer's box. Draw will be in the neutral zone on the near side, RNS half. Carol Daigle against Warren Ricabella. And 9:20 to go. Colligan going to feed it to her left side. Out in front of the Philly bench again. Comes off the top side of the half wall. Megan Holmes back to the left side circle, right to the front, couldn't go. Tegan Flood in the corner. Skips through the circle on the far side, now spun up the boards again. Fire to the front off the stick, rebound wouldn't go for Thomas. She had a primo opportunity on the doorstep. Jace Gamberg looking. Getting off the glass, Grimley kicks it down. Grimley trying to drop Seto, looks down to the corner, 8:40 to go here in period 2. After this period, we get our first and only intermission of the game. That's how we do it here in JWHL format. Grimley inside the zone, gonna flick it around. Forrester scooped in the corner, now Grimley settles right back on her tape. Gives it off, Shelby Shane to the front, a great save. Gonna be made with 8:19 to go. Draw comes left of the net. Philly out to the blue line. Rousseau, big wind up to the front, clips off a stick. Now again, Marissa Dawson held in the corner, 8:05 to go. Up the line, Petra climbs. Gonna chink a skate. Now Grant back behind her. Olette shot all the way back down in with 7:55 to go. Coming on into the zone. Toe drag, Dima toes wouldn't go. Bounced around back out to center. Rousseau again. Quick little settle beyond the circle far side. On center, cleared in, 7:02 to go. In the circle, Matthews gonna dump it down, 6:52 to go. .46. Back in front, or hit a skate. Samantha Dobrinsky. We're again trying to get an issue resolved with our scoring here. Do apologize. If you want to keep track of the live stats, they're on the JWHL.org website. Trying to make sure we have everything all in order. McGonigal played through center, leaves it back to the defense. Grimley going to go hand over hand, 6:14 to go. Shelby Shane weaves over center, back into the zone. Off a skate. Now Daigle on back, gonna come up through neutral. Back weaving behind the net, off the stick yet again. Kiggy in, left it behind the net. To the front, Thomas can't get there. 5:35 to go as she's rocked to the glass. Now comes loose. McGonigal. Shulis. Liz Carbo, still both over here in the box. Berdoni gives it off out to the line. Brousseau snapped on goal, takes a skip in between the reins. Now out at the blue line again, 5:10 to go. Carol Daigle can't find it. Out Rousseau, turned over. Carol Daigle, Rousseau again to the line. Somerville. Can't pick it off. Rousseau back in on sides. Gave it away on the backhand. Tegan Flood, far side corner. 4:40 to go. Flood waiting again. Out inside the zone, snapped wide. And that'll be waved off. We're both going to be allowed to come out of the box. Liz Carbo and Taylor Shuley. Down in front, can't jam that one in. Taking a skip out in front of the blue line. Taylor Schuley tossed to the corner with 4:05 to play. Jana Gamberg back out. .352 to go. Now off the boards. I'll take a hop in neutral. 3:42 to play yet again. Up through the circle. And gonna pop up. Schuley's going to take a penalty. So the Little Flyers will be shorthanded. And 3:30 to play in the second period. Down in the corner, Suzaka going to watch on to her left side. Out inside the zone again. Emily McGiggy in. Petra Climbs going to drop backwards. 3:08 to play. Climbs will weave on ahead over center. She'll cut into the offensive zone. 30 seconds already gone. Snapped on goal. That one will be put aside. 1:20 left. This one going to be covered up by Megan Hall. It's going to leave 1:01 on the Philly penalty kill. Dobrinsky pumped to her right, now left up the boards. Now again through the far circle, 55 to play. Thomas out over the line at center, going to come into the zone, 50 seconds. Thomas again going to be crunched from behind, left it behind her. Just waits. Now forced out of the zone, 38 to play. Again, 5-1 still your score here in favor of Philly. Eva Thomas and putting on an absolute clinic in this one. Hand over hand, Rousseau in her own corner. Drubs it out off the stick to the red line at center. Hand over hand, Jayla Matthews going to come out to the line with it. Front of the bench, Ray Culligan going to go D to D. 100 seconds to play. Out to the line, into the zone. Now Urquhart, as Thomas steals it aside, she'll race into the net. It's the left side post. Penalty's going to expire as Schuley comes out of the box. Philly with another kill. That'll hit the stick. Now Carol Dago going to get out over center. And that'll be an offside. Drop down, Philly going to win this one back. Played off the boards, Forrester can't settle. 52 now left. Hillary Johns in the corner, one on out with 45 to play. Stretched all the way beyond center. Megan Holmes thrown on goal wide. Rode up the rails, Forrester, now Schuley. Missed the net on the left side. 33 seconds. Thomas far side boards. Little jam shot back out to blue. Rolls up to the net. Shuley pits off on goal. Again, just going to go wide. 23 left. In the corner where it's up the boards. South of the goal line. Ellery Johns jammed at. Going to bounce away from Tegan Flood out of his own 12 seconds. On the net, Taylor Shuley pits up. Flood in neutral territory. Going to force on the backhand. Out into the offensive zone. Philly not going to go back for it. And 5-1 going to be your score at second intermission here on JWHL YouTube. Welcome back to the Canton Ice House Blue Rain. Third period, 5-1 going to be your score. As the puck is down and the Little Flyers control this opening draw, here we go. They'll skate from left to right across your screen. RNS from right to left. Is this one going to come all the way down, left side corner? Gets past Shelby Shane, and it'll be outletted. Kennedy into the offensive zone. Todran missed the net right side. Back into the corner, 19:33 to go. Going to come backwards, Sophie Grand into the offensive zone beyond the left wing circle. Fired to the net off the paddle. Trying to dive for that one, can't cover it up. Now to the front, going to go far side corner. Sophie Rousseau. Chase Gamberg can't hold on. Frontier trying to pump it up there. Grant again. Here's Rousseau, far side, tossed back on over. DiMatteo's on net, loose in front, trying to get a quick cover. Puck still loose, top of the blue paint. Nobody can jam that one home for Philly. So RNS, quick recoil. They'll pump it off the boards all the way down the length of the ice. As icing gets waved off, they made changes. Beyond the wall, Thomas, Ricabella going to flood it behind him. Sophie Rousseau going to work hand over hand out to the line at center. Evie McGonigal. Down. Off the boards. This one going to come right back through center yet again. Bit by Megan Holmes. She'll roll this one out.
Are you going to switch it over?
18:07 now to go. And we're going to get a whistle behind the net.
This stream is on 6 and we're in the third period. But, yeah.
Switch it to 4 and finish the stream on connection 4.
I don't know how to, I think it'll have to be a whole new stream if you change the key in right? So you have to start a new stream with 4. Like I can switch my device broadcasting as 4, but I think on YouTube it will.
So the offensive zone face-off should be coming up to the right of the Philly net here. Again, still up 5-1. Ava Thomas still leading the Chargers with 5 goals. Gonna get matching penalties. High stick on the Philly side. Rough money. On climbs. Draw gonna come right to the Philly goal. So they're having a quick conversation with the RNS bench, trying to make sure everybody's on the same page. And we're going to roll right back at it. So again, draw coming to the right of the Philly goal. Winners will be playing 5-on-5 still with the matching penalties. Down into the corner, Carol Daigle weaves back out. Holmes trying to steer it through to the front, gets picked off. Rolls out through neutral in transition all the way down for an icing, 17:47 to go. So we'll do it in the exact same spot to the right of the junior Flyer goal. Quick one tipped on back. Now behind the net, this one comes. Karen Grimley yet again. Lauren Ricabella, far side, going to get on out to the blue line where it's pumped forward. Dombrowski Far side, toe drag, missed the net. Now Carol Dago gonna go right back the other way, but Thomas over center into the zone, back of the left wing circle, weaves it, and she gets it. Thomas with another, make it 6-1. Thomas with an absolute show in this game. And now we'll go right back to center. Dombrowski can't win that one away from Jayla Matthews. Back in defensive ice, side to side. Shelby Shane going to give it off. He's looking for it again, but instead going to be brought up the other way by Grimley. Chipped that by Gamberg off the top side of the boards. Now back again, Shelby Shane over the line. Into the offensive zone, she'll shoot it in. 16:50 left. Far side. Backhanded by Gamberg behind the goal line. Now on out up the wall, through the middle, took a bad bounce. Carolyn Gallant. So this one's Shane over center, now fed back. Ellie DiMatteo is going to be an onside, pulls up. DiMatteu's in the high slot, pulled away. Emily McGigian takes a couple of bounces far side. Now again looking back out to center. Shelby Shane cleared in, 16:08 to go. Lauren Ricabella shot back out to the blue line, pumped in, gonna come off the pads. Right back in there goes Sophie Grant, 15:53. Now John ships side to side, thrown on goal. Got blocked on the way. Out to the line, this one comes quick wind up, gonna go just wide. Sophie Rousseau has a long one-timer, now sliding over, can't get that. Brought out of the zone, penalties are about ready to expire. Climbs and Shuley both ready to jump out, 15:22 to go in this third. If Philly's able to get another, we'd go to a running clock the rest of the game. Gamberg gonna dart over center, weaves into the zone. Trying to feed it back behind her, and after this game, we're gonna have a short break on this rink before we get to our next game. It'll be about a 5:30 start. Trying to make sure we keep a better eye on our schedule here. Actually, 5:50 will be the start time of that one. It'll be a 16U game between Stansted and the Junior Flyers. Comes off the shoulder and a quick cover. 14:43 left. So again, Stansted and the Junior Flyers going to meet 5:50 on this rink. And it'll be a draw to the right of the goal here in the offensive zone for the Junior Flyers. One on out. Tipped by Shane through the circle. Quick hit play beyond the boards. There's Rothsane Netherwood going to race down the ice. She climbs, able to stay on her feet. Shelby Shane. The top of the wall again, going to bounce beyond center with 14:17 left to play. There's a Dawson gave it away up through the air. That one gets topped down. Somerville all the way back into defensive ice. Cameron Grimley going to stay on her feet. Grace Kennedy in the corner with 13:48 left. Back out, going to get over the red line at center. Somerville gets it forward, climbs now back to the circle, weaves up. Somerville going to drift left, whiffed on the shot opportunity. Ava Thomas over the red line. Back into the zone they'll come. Up through the circle. Got slashed at with 13:20 left. Now going to take a hit. DiMatteo standing at the blue line. Tossed up through the air. Couple of bounces along the boards. Racing in there. Goes Hirsch. Able to free it up. Lauren Ricabella, far side corner. Steered right back around the goal. Corner looks like we're getting a delayed penalty with 12:42 coming up. We're getting a matching penalty on the junior Flyers as well. So Dobrinsky and Matthews, both off to the box. And will indeed still stay 5-on-5 with 12:40 to go. Down in the corner, McGiggy unable to stay on her feet. Wedged up the wall, Keely McMaster. Gamberg played out to the blue line, side to side. Now DiMatteo's right to the front, clips a skate. Isabel Brennan, DiMatteu's got that one blocked. Kennedy gonna watch. There's that one thrown over by Hirsch, up through the air. With 12:14 left on the board. So they're drawing the neutral zone out in front of the RNS bench. Another quick win for Rothsay Netherwood. Drop back in their own zone as Megan Holmes going to weave in behind the cage. This one going to play side to side. Out comes Emily Thomas with it. She'll get it to the line. Knocked away by Rousseau. Racing down for this one going to be Urquhart. Through the circle, 11:50 left to play. Emily Thomas out up top. Got blocked. Megan Holmes going to drop backwards. Urquhart going to play it on through. That'll be an offside with 11:38 left to play. Klein's taking this face off out here on the near side of your screen, able to win it back. Ellery Johns gonna feed it cross ice. Skips off the boards in front of the Philly bench. RNS gonna recover. Klein's now giving it to Dawson over center, wedged in. 6-1, Ava Thomas, still the big difference maker in this game on the Philly side. So it's 6 points to her totals. She's been an absolute menace on both ends. So let's look back through that scoring. You see the penalties, and you of course see the goal by Forrester in there as well. But Thomas got an assist, so 5 goals, 1 assist is Ava Thomas's total on the game. Off the top side of the boards again, climbs, kicked out of there. Big tie up, 3-on-3, 10:40 to go. That's Carbo going to work hand over hand behind the net. Brought up by Dawson into the zone. She'll go to the boards, clears it around. Shelby Shane behind is Knotts going to feed it over. Here comes Ava Thomas again, back of the left wing circle, forehand scores. She goes to the forehand and drills it home. It's her 6th goal of the game. And it's 7-1, and we'll be running time the rest of the way. So Ava Thomas puts the dagger in the hat on that. And now Lauren Ricabella gonna go against Grace Kennedy. And a hard time fits in the net on Megan Hall. That's what the holdup is. It's like something's up with the right side mooring. So it looks like it's finally going to be back in place. And we'll keep going. Rika Bellis, here's the face-off to Thomas. 6 goals, 1 assist for Ava Thomas. Can you put her in a video game of like an NHL 24? It should be a cheat code. Thomas crunched to the glass. You always get a different player on the cover every year, and if you had a JWHL version, you might see Ava Thomas on the cover. I don't know if you're a big video game person, but Shell, definitely one of the favorites in terms of our generation sports fan-wise. Another might be MLB The Show. Play a lot of that down at college with some of my buddies. Hall able to hold that one. That is when we're not enjoying the sunny beaches of West Palm in Florida. Certainly no beach up here in Massachusetts. All these teams have had to deal with a little bit of travel this weekend, dealing with some snow. Hotels, teams are staying as close as a 5-minute drive and as far as a 45-minute drive. So off the board, sprung the other way. So certainly made it a little more interesting. Last night, getting around with all the snow on the ground, came down till about 4 a.m. Now the roads are totally clear. Just a matter of, and parking lots and whatnot, because Canton Ice House parking lot wasn't totally cleared out this morning. So getting around here was almost like driving from a nice clear road into a winter wonderland. We'll get a penalty far side board, 8:12 to go. Penalty's going to go Philadelphia. It's going to be Jamison Hirsch to take it. Draw comes left side of the net. The clock had stopped there momentarily, but now moving back again with the penalty call. Out just inside the zone. Somerville trying to put it on net. Don't have anything to worry about in terms of the shutout with Suzaka giving up one earlier on. Slid through the slot area. Going to come back out to the blue line. Somerville worked hand over hand. Now 90 seconds left in the PK for Philly. From the dead angle. Wouldn't go. Isabel Brennan going to chase it back down out of the zone. The top of the boards, Flood. Going to shoot it the other way. Hall will settle it behind her cage. A minute to go on the Philly kill. Jamison Hirsch looks locked in down there in the box. She's kind of bumping her head. Maybe she's singing something in her head. Down off the pads. Kennedy to the corner. Slid from the corner. Holmes missed over the net. Down back of the circle, waiting up top. Toe drag play in the slot as the penalty expires. Out to the front, gonna clip a shoulder. It looks like we're getting another penalty coming up in the corner. This time the clock's gonna keep running. So the door going to open up as Ellie DiMatos takes this one. This one going to be another roughing call on the Little Flyers. Urquhart, toe drag play, going to come up through the air, takes a skip in the corner. Again, we're trying to make sure everything all right in our live scoring. Hand over hand in the corner, Isabel Brennan. Toss back over, Sophie Urquhart misses the net. Keely McMaster holds up, she'll fling it off. Here goes Samantha Dobrinsky out to the blue line. Culligan now through the circle, works upward. Swatted down, and that'll be corralled in net. So the draw comes, again right side of the net. Dago goes to the wall, Grimley flipped off to the far side. Dago, a little jam shot with 1:13 left. Again, 7-1 your score in favor of the Little Flyers. Put right back behind the net again. Far side corner out beyond the circle. Culligan waiting. Go Brennan. It's a whistle to go. Clock stops again. So this will go back out to the neutral zone.
What's the call here? Oh, freestyle. That's a basketball call.
Marissa Dawson can't hold the edge. Shelby Shane gonna drop on Matt, plays it to her left. Beyond center, side to side, RNS. McGiggy coming to Kennedy over the red line. Goes past Shane down to the corner. 4:10 remaining in this third period. Chanel Olette gonna take a hit. Cameron Grimley down out to the blue line. Out through the circle again, climbs. Sub 4 to go as that'll ring off the glass. Stolen aside, here comes Ava Thomas looking for her 8th point of the game. In the low slot, can't feed it through 5-hole. Thomas went all the way with that one coast to coast after picking the pocket. Down along the wall, Johns will drop back. Culligan gonna cut over center. Into the offensive zone, comes behind the goal line. Now out through the circle again, brought upwards. Matthews the other way. We'll get a whistle. It's like yet another penalty. Culligan for the elbow. So we'll see another Philadelphia power play this time. Draw to the right of the RNS goal. Quickly Rousseau gonna win it back. She'll toss it off the boards behind the cage. Again, we'll get a little short break on this rink for a little over an hour, and then at about 5:50, we'll get the net 16U game going on between Stansted and the Junior Flyers, who already rolled into the barn. A couple of the Junior Flyer players right above us just a few minutes ago. In that nice warm hallway. Rousseau tossed off to her right side. Hallway, the only thing separating these two rinks back to back. Got a couple of tables up there where we got some scouts, got some parents who sat up there as well for these games. Don't really blame them in the least with the temperature here in the Canton Ice House. Rousseau gonna maneuver up the far boards with 1:06 left in the kill. Philly's done a great job on the PK in this one. Stick going to be shattered. Sophie Rousseau's. Johns in the glove, going to hold on. 2:22 to go. So draw will stay right down here in the Philly end. Enrica Bella able to win it past the wall. Going to go side to side. Shelby Shane. Taylor Shuley snapped on goal. Up out of play. 2:13 to go. Bella back take this draw against Carol Daigle. Again, 7-1 your score. In the bat stages of the third period of this one. Two teams going to meet again tomorrow at 9:50 over on the Red Rink. Jet Sinclair going to have the call over there. That game tomorrow morning for you. Thomas back of the left wing circle, tipping around to the front. Couldn't get a touch. Off the stick of Shelby Shane, back beyond the center line. 16 seconds left on the little flyer kill. Shane has it tied in her skates. Urquhart going to come on in on sides. Able to stand tall. Now 1:30 to go. Thomas jamming for this puck. Culligan going to go back to the RNS bench. Thomas over center, back to the offensive zone. 1:15, centered that one. Couldn't get a deflection. Out comes Emily Somerville over the line. She'll come in, floats it over the top. Back Keely McMaster, a quick cover. With a minute to go, and now the clock's running. So the draw going to stay in offensive territory here for RNS. Matthews and Samantha Dobrinsky. We're stopping the clock on the penalties, but keeping it running at even strength. Definitely the most penalties in this third period we've seen all weekend. Called delayed offside. So in front of the little flyer bench, we do it again. Dobrinsky, another face-off win. Cameron Grimley. Over to Ellie DiMatteo, out to the line. Flood to the middle. Back of the left side circle. Toe drag play, kicks off the pad. Now 10 seconds to go. In the corner, Dobrinsky. 5 to play. Shoots it behind the goal line. And that will indeed do it for this one. As the Junior Flyers going to pick up another victory. This team's been on a roll all weekend long, which you'll love to see. But Ava Thomas, certainly the big story. She finishes with 6 goals and an assist. Sophie Urquhart gets the lone goal for RNS, and that is going to do it for us here on the Blue Rink for this one. We'll be back for our 16U match between Stansted and the Junior Flyers at just about 5:50. But catch these two teams again tomorrow over on the Red Rink, 9:50 a.m. Philly takes today's matchup 7-1. Thank you so much for watching in. Stay with us here on JWHL YouTube the rest of the weekend.